it is looking like a decent day to hit the link, certainly, but especially to help a great cause. There's one spot in town where the attire on the green is certainly turning heads. Our chief meteorologist, Ian Leonard, hosting his 19th annual Bad Pants Open Golf Tournament to help Special Olympics Minnesota. Something that is near and dear to his heart, and he joins us now from Rush Creek this morning. And Ian, yeah, we may have a chance at a drip drop or two, but that's certainly not going to put a damper on what you're doing there, is it? Good morning.
Yeah, hi, Tom. Thank you, and thanks for having me once again. Yeah, I mean, you end up with clouds, and you pay your money, and you take your chances. So 18 years without a raindrop. We're hoping the 19th year also goes that way. But we find ourselves here in Maple Grove at Rush Creek Golf Club, and they have been such iconic hosts for us over the years. And when I say us, that is obviously the Minnesota section of the PGA and Special Olympics Minnesota. Now, what a lot of people might not realize is that this is actually two golf tournaments in one. So out on the course right now, we have PGA players playing with golfers from Special Olympics Minnesota. That's the first tournament this morning, and then everybody gathers through lunch is when we have the the boring speeches and all that sort of stuff. But then 144 golfers head out with Special Olympics golfers, with the members of the Minnesota section of the PGA. That's the bigger, more voluminous part of this entire thing. And I can't tell you, it is a gorgeous morning. Look, they're just hitting up on the green right now. Joining me is a man who 19 years ago is actually the person who made this happen, along with PGA golf professional Jay Meyerhoff. This is JD, Jeff Dremel, and Jeff, what's it like? I mean, we've been doing this for a long time, dude.
It's crazy. I was talking to Jay. Jay came into my office 19 years ago, and he said, I want to do something with Special Olympics and PGA members. And 19 years later, the energy here today has just been awesome. We've got a lot of new first-time players, and they're so excited. They haven't hit a bad shot in the tournament yet, unlike you and I.
Yeah, I look out there and I'm like, oh yeah, that hole's maybe a 9 or a 10, and they're out having fun. So obviously you've got some PGA golf professionals coming up. Really, there's Ben. You can see Ben jumping up and down. Ben will come up to you and introduce himself 300 times just to make sure that you know who Ben is. Hi, Ben. See, I love that. This is, I call it the inclusion revolution. And the Minnesota section of the PGA and PGA America are at the forefront of the inclusion revolution.
Yeah, I'm so very proud of all of our PGA members doing all these programs at their facilities, not only for Special Olympics, but for veterans, for junior golfers. The impact that we have in the world of golf is unbelievable, and everybody can be friends in golf, no matter how good you are.
The one thing I always say is PGA golf professionals at the local level, they don't play as much golf as you think. It is a profession that brings service to the golf course.
Yeah, and that's what we love. We knew we wouldn't be able to play all the time, but it's more important. I get way more fulfillment out of a day like today than shooting a few bogeys with you.
More than a few. Hey, Tom, you know what's important, too, is I believe it was probably 19 years ago that you and I played at the Hastings Country Club.
Yeah.
That was really the inception point. You've gone on to much bigger and better things. I saw that you won your own little version of the Hazeltine, or no, the Ryder Cup this past weekend with your buddies.
Right.
That looks like a fun time. This is equally as fun for Special Olympics and the Minnesota PGA Reach Foundation. So it's yet another day of chasing a little white ball around a fabulous golf course and hoping to do good things as we do it.
And raising a lot of money for Special Olympics Minnesota, and you've been doing a great job all these years. Thanks, Ian, and we'll hold out hope that you don't get wet, but if you do, hey, it happens. It happens. All right. Thanks again.
It happens. It's part of the game. Thanks, Tom.
You bet. Take care. Talk to you again soon.